Hey, Angel Mom. How you doing? Let me know if you can hear me. This is my very first time going live. Hi. My first time going live with StreamYard on my phone. I normally go on my computer. So let me know if you can hear me. Let me see here. I stay in my lane. I'm here listening about to punch out, but listening while driving home. Okay, thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. I'm kind of waiting on Life with Tashana because we are talking gardening on this live, y'all. So if y'all are interested in hanging around to hear the live on gardening, then feel free. But that's what it is. The topic is, you can't hear it good. The topic is gardening today, okay? She's flying out there. Oh, she don't like that? Oh, okay. Right. She is funny. Okay, let me see. Yes, y'all. So I'm waiting on Life with Tashana to come up in here. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button to get this live out into the algorithm so some other gardeners or people who want to hear about gardening or have any questions about gardening. Last night, Life with Tashana said that she will help us by coming over here to answer any questions we might have that she has the answer to about gardening. I got a lot of questions, y'all, because it's been doing pretty good, but I want to do more, but I want to make sure I'm doing it in the right way. Angel Bob, you had such a good live. That was such a good live. I need to water something today. I need to put my garden gloves on, y'all. I don't like putting that, getting all this dirt on my hands. Oh, I got some dirt in it. Okay. Or soil, whatever they call it. All right, I'm just waiting for Tashana to get here. I could turn my camera off so y'all can see the garden though. Hold on a second. Okay, this is my first time, so let me see. Wait, how do I turn this camera around now? Hold on. Y'all are StreamYard on your phone? I never do. So let me see. Mm, oh, I think I know how to do it. Okay. I gotta press the camera. There we go, y'all. There we go. Let me get my gardening gloves out. I gotta use this for this dirt up too. Um, I think I'm wear rubber gloves instead of gardening gloves. The gardening gloves, I don't feel like I can like really get in there. I don't feel like I can really get in there with the gardening gloves. Tashana, where are you? Maybe she gotta get the notification, y'all. Maybe I'll send it to her on her page. Oh, it's just 4 o'clock. It's just not 4 o'clock, so she'll probably be here in a minute. I did come on a couple minutes early. So yes. How are y'all doing today? How's the weather where y'all are? When I tell y'all, Milwaukee has been having some of the most beautiful weather out here. I don't know what's going on. I keep telling people it must be because all my life people were able to say how good they were. Hey, Shamani, I was just saying I've been all my life I've been able to be jealous of everybody else's weather everywhere else, but our weather has been so good. Like the last maybe like 4 or 5 days or something, like perfect weather. I'm back at a call. Okay, Angel Mom. Shamani, what you doing, girl? You see your auntie's garden here? Y'all see my garden? I know it's little, y'all. I know it's little. I know it's little, but I love it. I absolutely love it, y'all. I do. So yes, I got so much going on in there. I got some planting I gotta do. Shamani said, I love that my auntie has her own garden. Okay, like Shamani, always remember, like take that with you from me. Whenever you are able to get your own garden, get your own garden. Trying to say what, Milwaukee? Yes, it's good weather. It has been all week long. Like even before Memorial Day, I was like, "What is going on here?" It felt kind of crazy to keep having good weather back to back like this. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to put this phone down. As your mom said, "Oh my God, it's so nice." Oh my God, thank you, thank you. Let me pull this thing back. Y'all can see. I don't know if y'all can y'all. Let me see. Y'all see that? Oh, let me get out the way. That's my little garden, y'all. But then I have my little strawberries on my patio table right here. I take her out in the morning so that she can get sunlight. And you know what? I can't wait to Tashana to come on here, y'all. My strawberries have started looking like this. Like most of them was looking like this. And then so I remember she told me to put the nitrogen in there. And I put the nitrogen in there. And like now already, I just put it in there like 2 days ago. Most of the leaves, oops, oh, I thought that was a broken leaf. Most of the leaves are just so bright and vibrant. So I don't know, y'all, if that helped, the nitrogen was really the thing that helped it or what. But yes. And then let me take y'all to my other smaller plants. Hold on. Okay, so this is my tomatoes. Oh, wait a minute. Tashana told me that these flowers was gonna mean something. Okay, I gotta wait till she comes. Can y'all see that? I gotta wait till she comes because I told her this tomato plant is growing, but it ain't a tomato in sight. So that was one of the ones I want to show her. My cabbages, they had to move it, y'all. They put a new fence, so they got them all together like this. We get a new fence, so that's my cabbages like this. I can't believe that used to be like 4 leaves on there, and it's just growing. And I'm not crazy, crazy, crazy about cabbage, but if I'm growing it, I'll eat it. I'll eat it. Actually got a cabbage from the grocery store in there, y'all, and it been in there like all week. All week it's been in there. Let me get my grab my other phone. It's been in there and I have no. Actually, it's been about 2 weeks it's been in there. I hope it's still good. I call myself taking some of the bad leaves off the edge. I think I'm gonna make that cabbage tonight. I'm gonna make it tonight. Okay, let me see who's coming here. Angel Mom said, "Wow, it's so nice." Yeah. Hey, Chakal, are you hitting the link? Are you gonna hit the link so that we can see yours? Hold on. Let me see how to drop this link again. Let me see how to do it again. Cause it's my first time. Wait a minute. Say one. Oop. Is Tashana back here? Tashana. Oh my God. Add to the stage. Tashana.
Yes, ma'am.
You've just been back there. This is my first time going live on my phone, so I didn't know how it worked. I was like, wait, what is that little message thing for? I'm sorry. I'm just running and talking, telling them we waiting on you. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I was hoping you just talked a little bit longer. You could go along with what you was doing because I'm actually riding right now.
Okay, okay,
And I'm gonna be at the house in give
okay,
me 10 minutes. But
okay.
you was going on
I'm a,
with your spiel real good. Hey,
okay,
everybody.
okay. I'm about to grab this link again for anybody who wants to
Okay.
come up. And if they have any questions, or if y'all have questions, y'all can also put them in the chat. Wait, now how do I do? Okay, right here. This is my first
Yeah, they
time
can go
going.
ahead and do that. Put them in the chat so then we'll know. By the time
Right.
I get to my
Mm-hmm.
destination, then we'll be
Yeah,
ready
that's
to
fine.
rock and roll.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine. Can we go
So
back
I'm
to
gonna
the
go on mute for
comments?
right now. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, Tracal, if you want to hit the link or anybody want to hit the link, y'all let me know once y'all hit the link in the comments that y'all back there so I can look for it. Because I'm not exactly sure how to use the StreamYard on the phone. It seems kind of simple. I might do this more often. Cause y'all know my computer speaker was messing up when we had the what was it, the 5K celebration. My speaker on my computer was messing up, so I don't know if it was just that day, but I gotta try it again so I can know if I can use it. But when I go to listen on there, like to other people's lives, it don't seem too bad. So I don't know what that was about. Okay, Chacal. Okay, somebody said, Amy, you are giving me so much hope and inspiration to start with. Amy, please keep going with it and share the whole process with us. You know I am, girl. I'm so excited about my garden. Like these are the ones I have to plant these today, y'all. Uh-oh. Oh, did I just hear? Like I got some lettuce in here that I gotta plant. I might as well take these out. Because these are the starter plants. They've been in there for like, I think they've been there for like 4 days, y'all. I let them sit up in this thing. So I gotta take this out and put it down here. I gotta put that in a grow bag. I got what this is romaine lettuce too. What is this? What kind of lettuce is this? Hold on. Both of them should be romaine. Where's the stick thing? It's a stick thing. Oh, right here. Oh, butter crunch, y'all. This is butter crunch. Okay, wait. I got somebody else in the back. It do give you a little sound. Hold on. When people are in the back. Hold on. Guest. Tracal came up. Hey, Tracal.
Hey.
I was so happy you came up. I was showing that I got these other lettuces that I got to put in here because my lettuce. Oh, this parsley is going real. What is this cilantro? This cilantro is going so crazy. All of this, it was a little plant. The parsley was so little. But my lettuce is back there. You see how I've been picking off of it? I pick off of it so much that and the kale. You can see the kale over here too. That's why yeah, it's only leaves up here because I pick from the bottom. But yes, I gotta get that butter crunch. This is some more romaine. I gotta put in a grow bag today. Didn't I have some more butter crunch? I
That's
thought.
what I need, some lettuce.
Oh my god, that I need mostly lead. Oh, this was the lemon thyme that I got, Chacal. Like, Chacal, try to find this. This is so like if you smell it, it smells like lemon.
It looks familiar, like I've seen it before.
Huh?
It looks familiar, like I've seen it before.
I never heard of lemon thyme. I never heard of it. I just heard of thyme.
I'm
Let
trying
me
to see how to
see.
turn my camera so I can show you the flowers on the tomato plant.
Oh, let me see. Let me see.
Let me see.
Let's see.
I don't know.
Dang, can I make you big on here? I don't know how to do the layout thing on here. Okay, let me see what people are saying. Why you doing that? Okay,
Let me
Saret, hey
see.
Saret. Saret made it here. Cal said the tomatoes will come from the flower. Okay, so that means that's what last night I told Tashana. I was like, these tomato flowers are, I mean not flowers, but the leaves are growing, but where they at? And so she said you'll soon start seeing the flowers. Now, day before yesterday, the flowers was not out there. Now I go out there this morning. Sure enough, the flowers are there.
I
Okay,
don't
you
know how
got
to turn it.
um go. Well, I don't know if you got camera on the bottom. You don't have like where it says mic cam. Oh wait, we
That's it.
see it. Hold on, let me see.
Okay, see
I
how I
c-
had the little flowers?
oh my god, wait. Let me see if I could put you up big. Let me see what style. Mm-mm. No, I don't want to change the style. Media layout. Dang, I hate that I don't know the. Can I click on you? Let me see. Remove from the stage. Solo layout. Well, I think solo layout. There we go. There we go. Let me see. Let me zoom you in. Oh, let me zoom you on my camera.
See his little
I mean,
flowers
on my
here?
phone. Hold on. But hold on, hold on. I'm going to zoom you in on my. Okay. Yeah. Wait, let
And
me
then the
turn it
tomatoes
sideways so you
come.
can see a bit. Okay, wait. Keep it like that. Oh, I see all the little yellow flowers on yours.
And then I had the tomatoes come from the
You got a
flowers.
tomato.
I have
Oh
3.
my God. So that tomato came from the yellow flower?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You got
That's
a
how the
couple
cucumbers are
tomatoes.
too. I have flowers on my cucumbers as well.
Oh my God. Okay,
My
okay, so they
cucumbers
come from the
big.
flower. My zucchini look like it's not doing too good. It's not all bad. Let me see. What's that? What is that big leaf? What's that?
That's cucumbers.
Oh, that's a all of that is cucumber.
Hmm. The cucumbers
Oh,
are very, very aggressive. Like they grow a lot. See, I
I
have this one
see.
here. I have this one, and I have two small ones growing.
See, I didn't do cucumbers.
And all my peppers.
Maybe I go get some today.
I got
Those are
like
your peppers right
20
there.
peppers. Hmm. It's a lot growing at one time. Let me see. I'm trying to see. See all the
Chical, you
olives.
are doing good.
See all these.
Yeah, that's the peppers, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's peppers.
I have a lot,
Oh,
and
why
big
my
ones too
peppers
at the
so
bottom.
low? How long you had your peppers going? Because mine
Huh?
is not growing. How long has
The
your peppers
peppers,
been planted?
they grow a lot. See, I have they all over one bush. Like it's a lot.
Wow. Wow.
They constantly come. Like, see all these little white buds? Those are peppers coming.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I
I
just
have
gotta be patient with mine.
a
Angel
little
Mom say, hey
buds
y'all.
coming.
Hey virtuous woman. Thanks for coming in. Let me see. Sarissa, hey Trical. Angel Mom. Shimani said, Amy, would you consider it hard or low maintenance? I think it's low maintenance. What you think, Trical? Now let me take
I
this
can't
off
see.
this. Well, hold on. Let me do the layout again. Uh wait, where's everybody else? Wait, I don't want to do the solo layout no more. Hold on. Layout. Mm, like this? Did I do it? No, that's only two people. Hold on. Layout. Three people. Okay, I guess it's gotta be done like that. Spotlight. Wait, but where you at, Cal? Oh, y'all over there a little on the side now. Lord, why did this do it? Did Tashana hang up?
I don't see her.
I think she dropped. Did she drop? I don't know. Maybe Tashana dropped. Let me put it on three people. Just I thought I did though. Yeah, I got it on three people. So she must have dropped. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Tricat, what would you say? I would say low maintenance. Would you say low maintenance?
Or which one?
Like for the garden. I think it's some maintenance, but I don't. I think it's way less than I thought it would be.
Oh yeah, it's not that much.
It's not that much. Like literally, you water and it grows. I gotta
True.
ask Tashana, what you think about this Tricat? Is this parsley? Are these stems supposed to be this long? Look how big. Hold on. Look how long these stems are. Is it supposed to be this long?
It looks like parsley.
I mean, but the stem. Why is the stems getting? Because when I start picking off of it, it was that short. But now it's just. I think I got to use it more. What is
Probably so.
this? Girl, I thought that was a bug. Oh, don't that look like a bug?
Don't get scared.
Is it? Oh, that's the leaf I was about to say. So this is the cilantro. This the
Mm-hmm.
cilantro is growing like crazy too. All of this is cilantro. I got to start cooking more with that, and then my lettuce. Now this one, remember y'all told me to do replant this anyways. I told y'all something was going on. It's still like that.
Yeah, it might not be any hope for that one.
I don't think there's no hope for that one. And so look at the basil. Not okay. The basil. Oh, the basil is looking okay right here, but I mean not okay right here. But see, all of this is basil too, so it's doing pretty good.
Is that kale next to your arm?
The kale.
Uh-huh, that's kale, right?
Yes, this is the curly kale right here. So good. I had a salad of it yesterday and today. Oh no, yesterday and I'm having one for today. So I take the leaves from the bottom. You see where I picked them out from right here?
Mm-hmm.
And so like in a minute I'm not gonna have no more. That's why I gotta ask Shauna, like, can I pick this or am I supposed to leave these
Does
on
it start
top?
over?
I don't know. That's what I'm like. Do they start over? How did that work?
I wonder, does it re-sprout like
I don't
from the base?
know. I gotta
Hmm,
ask her that.
that's
Then the bell
interesting.
pepper is way back there. It ain't doing nothing. It's growing. It's green, but
I think I have bell pepper growing too, but they small, and I'm trying to figure out because I forgot to put a label, and I think that's what it is.
oh, this is a cabbage right here. And this is onions. I don't know when I'm supposed to pick these onions out or not. I gotta ask when am I supposed to pick them up out of there? They
Green
red
onion,
onions. Uh-huh.
green onion, red onion.
Red onions.
Hmm.
Red onions, yep. Let me see. Um, Sweat said, "Can you make the screen bigger so we can see?" Oh, was that for your cows, Sweat? If y'all need to zoom in, like on like my garden, or when Tashana come on back on here, or with your cows, you can zoom y'all screen in because I don't know why the layout is not like it normally be. That's weird. Okay, Annie, when you say you started from seed, what does that mean? No, I didn't. I started the garden with seeds indoors. It didn't work. Everything eventually died out. Some stuff made it for me to put it out here, but it died out once I got it out here. So all of the ones that I have now these have grown because they've been out here for 4 days. They grow so fast. But it was a little bit
Mm-hmm.
shorter, probably like this for this lettuce. And so I buy it as a starter plant because with the starter plant, you don't have to wait for it to grow from seed because I don't have a lot of time because we only have so many summer months. So I went to go get the starter plants, which is already in the soil and with the roots already, formed. So now today I have to take these starter plants and I got some grow bags. Where I do my grow bags? And I'm going to take them out of here, out of this little cup, and actually put them in a grow bag. Let me go get
Yeah,
my
that's what
grow
I had
bag.
to transfer my cucumbers because they got so big.
Yeah, my grow. Let me show y'all the
And
grow bags again.
the cucumbers are so sorry. The cucumbers are so aggressive. The vines, they
Uh huh.
latch on to anything that's so close. Like my raspberry plant, they
Yeah.
latch on. They start curling around all the leaves and branches. I'm like, no, get away.
Right. Exactly.
So I
Yeah.
had
They
to
say
separate them.
some plants will smother the other ones. So
I
this
had to
is the
separate them.
yeah. Yeah, you gotta separate them if they start that. This is the grow bags, y'all. When I say I got the grow bags, like to put different, like this is my zucchini. It's doing okay. It don't seem as green to me. Down there in the little pots, I got cabbage, but these are the grow bags. I ordered some more that are about half that size because I feel like I waste a lot of dirt in these real big ones. Because the dirt is way down there anyway, so I got some shorter ones, and then that's where I'm going to go ahead and put the um. What else I was gonna put there? Oh, my lettuce. The lettuce I just bought. So yes, but let me show you the grow bags that I got. These other grow bags. Wait, let me get a chance. See what y'all saying. I'm gonna show
Mine
y'all
didn't
this
come with
other.
the thing, the little trellis thing.
Huh?
My grow
Huh?
bags, they didn't come with the little trellis thing that stands up in the middle.
Oh yeah, you can get them. You can get. They have grow bags without it, and they got them with it.
I
Now
should have
these
got the
I got
ones with
today
it.
don't come with that, but these are for
Um,
potatoes. That's what I'm gonna show you. These are for potatoes. Girl, Tashana start talking about growing potatoes last night. I was like, I don't think I could do it. She said it'd take 3 months, and then by the time I finished talking to her, I had them being delivered this morning. I was like, Lord. Okay, let me go back in this chat. Let me see who is in here. And you say you started. Virtuous woman, how nice your cow, Suez said. Okay, you see him. Good food said, hey y'all. You're not scared to plant your cow. It's hot and snakes are. Ooh. She said, y'all got snakes. You scared your cow? Hi, yours truly.
it's no
Angel
snakes
Mouse.
around here, I don't think, but it was the squirrels and the birds messing with my stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay, good food said, go ahead, and we have a lot of rain coming. Yeah, that's what's been said.
Yeah.
We did have a couple rainy days, and so that was good. I was so happy. I gotta get them out my car. I bought some Home Depot buckets with the lids
Mm-hmm.
because I kept bringing like my watering can out here, and I had a couple of containers in the house. Forgot, I brought them
Yep.
out here the first night. I was like, "Where's the containers?" They had blue all over the yard. Then I found one on the sidewalk in the front of the house. In the sidewalk, I was like,
Oh yeah,
"What in the world?" Then the
you need the
second time I
bucket.
was like, okay, I'm gonna sit them in a chair, the patio chairs. Then it won't be able to, maybe block some of the wind. Girl woke up the next morning, then it blew off and in the street. One of them was in the street. So I went to Home Depot for those heavier buckets they be selling. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, okay, I'm gonna sit this bucket right here. I know it's not gonna blow the bucket over. And I might put a rock in it or something. And then
That'll work.
get that rainwater.
Yeah, it stormed here last night.
Did it? So you don't need to water yours for a couple days then, right?
Mm-mm. I didn't
Let me
sit them close to the water. I mean, close to where the rainfall because sometimes it be a lot. But
yeah.
I did put them out earlier in the day yesterday when it wasn't raining as much, but it did get a good soaking. But last
Okay.
night, I think the
Yeah.
wind made a blew the rain, but they didn't like drench it. So I don't want to like overwater them.
Yeah, that's what I worry about. Whenever it rain here, I just don't water them for like the next day or two because I don't want to
Hmm.
like drown them. But some people said last night I heard Tashana say, well, she said that she water them every day, but she's in Florida. Maybe it might take that where she is.
Sometime here too, because where I have them sitting in the evening,
Hmm.
they in direct sunlight for a long period of time. So like the next day, if it
Yeah.
looks dry on top, get the water bottle and I spray them,
Uh
or
huh.
either I like water them enough just to soak it a little bit at the top, but
Right.
don't
Right.
like put a
Okay.
lot to soak all the way down to the bottom.
Right. That's smart. That's
Cause it's hot
smart.
here. It's so hot here.
See, it's not like now. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's like 67,
Oh no,
which
it's
is
in the
nice.
90s here.
Oh no. Chris said, just join the garden. Looks amazing. Thank you, Chris. Chris said, make some what chimichurri with the parsley and cilantro. What is chimichurri? So let me know what that is. I never even heard of that. Hey, Marissa. How you doing, Marissa? Chris speaking to everybody. Chris said, welcome everybody to his Grandma's World. Please hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed and memberships are available. Sarah said, hey, Trical. Chris said, oh, I need grow bags. Oh, yeah, I'm ready to transfer my sprout to my raised garden bed. Yes, let's go, Chris. I thought those were trash bags. No, girl, no, they grow bags. Let me show you these right here that I got for my potatoes. Now these are specifically for potatoes because they got like a little window. You know, I guess potatoes grow like
Mm-hmm.
carrots in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta have I mean, well you ain't gotta be I'm sure there's ways that you can tell if it's ready from the top, but of course I'm not gonna do all of that. And I'm gonna be too impatient. I'm gonna wanna peek and see what's going on. So I bought the kind with the windows. Let me see. Oh, hopefully that open without me. Uh a scissor. Oh, it's a tough bag too. Okay. Okay. Okay, with gloves and everything. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay, came as like a little kid. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
look at the little shovel. I already got one of these. I got a
That's
couple of
nice.
those because they're only at the dollar store.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you have any of these, Chacal? I got these from dollar store too. I just haven't started using them yet.
I haven't seen those.
Yeah, they're like plastic watering stakes, they call them.
Hmm. You put the water in it and you just sit it in there and it
And just
goes
sit it
out
in
as
there.
needed. Hmm.
Yeah.
But I
So I
haven't
got
seen it at the one by me. I haven't seen it.
all of them don't because my cousin told me that she in Texas. She went to a dollar store and they didn't have them. Then she went back. Oh, she either went back or she went to a different one and found them. So y'all got them. You just gotta look.
Yeah. I wanted some more of those plant stands too, but they don't have them anymore.
Oh, the ones that I just showed you, those.
Yep, the ones they had at Dollar Tree.
Yep, that's where I got them. But it was the at Dollar Tree, but it was $5.
Yep. I need some more for my grow bags. I want to sit them up high because it seems like those little bugs and ants get in the bag. I don't like
Yeah.
that.
I got my cabbage on the ground, but my tomatoes is on that. The zucchini is on that. One of the cabbages is on those stands. Cause it was $5. I didn't want to pay the. I want to keep paying $5. For that stand. I'm in
They
the
should have
middle of
had
using
like
my patio
three in
table.
a set. They should have came in like a set, three in a set or
No,
something.
ours was $5 a piece.
I know. I said they should have
Oh
sold them
yeah,
like
they
that.
should have. So I think I'm gonna fill up my table. I'm gonna fill up my patio table because I don't be out here using it anyway. So I'm just gonna fill up. And if I need it, I'll just clean it off and use it. But I'm just gonna pick up my ones that's on the ground. I got 3 plants on the ground, three
Hmm.
cabbages. So I'm gonna pick them up. Look at they came with the little gloves. I'm glad they little because they're kid size. Because the other gloves are so much bigger on the hands. Okay, so
That's
let's see.
cute.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God, Tashana back here. Lord. Oh my God. Tashana, you've been back there a long time. Tashana, you've been back there a long time.
Just a little bit.
Oh my God. Y'all know to put in the chat.
I'm like,
Y'all should know to put
let
in the
me hit
chat.
this. Let me type in the chat. I gotta get my other device because I don't be trying to touch a whole bunch of other stuff. I know you hear you playing in the background. But I was like, let me
Oh,
get on this other device and tell them in the chat I'm in the back.
right. Lord. I thought that was
It's all right.
I'm
Hey,
so sorry.
Tatiana.
Hi. How are
Oh,
you,
good
Trick?
job.
That's Trickell, right?
Yes.
Yes. She just finished showing us
Hi.
hers.
Hey.
Her stuff is growing over there. Ooh, come
It's
on,
getting
y'all.
ready to storm over here, so I can't be in the garden.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
y'all out in the garden. It's thundering and lightning right now.
Yeah, it did all that here last night.
It's been so
Yeah,
rainy everywhere.
we got it yesterday too.
Mm-hmm.
But
Hmm.
I'm thankful for it because it's so dry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dang, this thing. They got these grow. I was trying to show those potato grow bags I told you I was gonna order last night. They came. Deshauna, you remember?
Oh yeah, because you said they were you had already ordered them from Amazon. You got your
Uh-huh.
potato windows. You cheating?
Yes, I'm
Mm-hmm.
definitely should. They came. These came with it too.
But how would
I
you
guess
know if
I
they
didn't have to buy
ready?
these from the dollar store because everything I buy come with those. So this is the potato grow bags, y'all. Wait a
So
minute.
Sean, I have a question. How do you know when the potatoes are ready if you don't have the little window to peek and see?
Well, there's two ways that I know of. Maybe somebody else knows another way. One of the ways is your plant will start to turn the what's on the top, it'll start to turn brown, and you can let them completely turn brown. But because I be so anxious and happy about stuff growing on the child, when I first see the first sight of the plant starting to die off, I be ready to dig them up. I only
Oh,
made it one time where I completely let the tops of them die off, and
Yeah.
then I dug them up. But then that's like cutting into the process of them. Another way is they get blooms on them, just like a tomato plant or, a
yeah.
okra plant or whatever. They'll get like white blooms on them or whatever. Which can so those two things will tell you. But they say it's best to let the top of the plant die off and turn brown, completely brown before you pull them up.
So are you
It's
Mm-hmm.
saying
just
from green to brown? They go from green
yes,
to brown? Okay.
it's just like the plant that's up on that you see on top. It's like it's dying. It just dies out.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And once that
Okay.
part dies out, then you dig up your potatoes.
Okay, I have another question. My
Okay.
tomato plant. I have 3 tomatoes now, but before I got the 3 tomatoes, for some reason my little yellow flowers kept falling off at the little tip,
Oh.
the little flower part. All of them kept falling off. I'm like, what's going on? I can't get a tomato if the flowers falling off, right?
Sometimes throughout the process of the tomato growing, the yellow plant is gonna fall off regardless. Because the
Oh.
yellow behind the yellow plant
Is the
is the
tomato.
tomato. And it's so tiny that you can't see it up in there. Um
Hmm.
And just because the yellow flower fell off doesn't mean that you don't have a tomato in there. Sometimes you got to get the little thing what the yellow thing the bloom came out of. Look inside of it, and you'll be able to see if it got a tiny one. But other times it just means that it wasn't. It
No, the
didn't.
whole thing fell off. The little outside part, the
Yeah,
little
the
green
whole
part.
thing rotted.
Yeah, the
Then it
whole
rotted
thing
or
fell
whatever.
off.
It you get a lot of that. You'll get a lot of that on your tomato plants. Every one
Okay,
that make a bloom on it, it will not necessarily make
be a
a
tomato.
tomato. So
Okay.
Oh, okay.
if it wasn't raining right now, I go out there and show you my tomato plants. I probably got like 30 of them
Wow.
on my 8 plants that
Yeah.
it's not going to produce, and you can see the stem of it starts to turn like a yellow color, so that's like, be
Hmm.
like a dub or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
But most of them that do come on there, you will get a tomato from it.
Hmm.
I guess I got so happy because my jalapeno pepper plant, every white flower had a pepper on it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna have all these tomatoes.
Right,
And then they
right.
start falling off. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, no.
Right.
Even with your pepper plants too, sometimes it'll have those white flowers on them, and because mine do the same thing too. Have a whole bunch of peppers on there or whatever, and some of them will get only so big, and then it'll like
Shrivel
start
up.
to like rot off or whatever like that.
I
But
did see that before.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's a part of the game, and that's why I just be saying keep on growing. Don't let it stop you. Everything ain't gonna make it. You just have to get into your mindset of that. Some of it is you gonna win some and you gonna lose some, but the game
Right.
of it is to keep on
Right.
moving and growing.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get more than not.
Yeah.
That's true. So what about
Yeah.
that kale back there? Gamma got that kale. She wanna know, will it
Yeah.
resprout at the bottom when she cut the
Yeah.
kale off
Like
that she gonna
I'm
eat?
cutting it from. Wait, hold on. Let me move this.
Because
I'm
I'm
taking.
curious too.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm taking it when I take it to eat, I take it from. Oh, can you see it? I
I
take it
can
from the
see now.
bottom, huh?
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. Any of the bottom leaves. Now you ain't talking about pulling out the whole plant, right?
No, no, I just take it like here. Like pluck it off like that.
Right. The bottom leaves is what you're supposed to get, what you're supposed to take from it. And you supposed to leave whatever like
Oh,
the smaller one that's growing directly in the center of the top,
Right
leave
here.
those on there like two or three leaves. You can like all of the bigger leaves that's on all of their ones now, you can harvest all of those.
Oh,
Leave
good.
yeah,
Oh,
leave the smaller ones. And plus, when you're
okay.
growing like anything that's connected to like the brassica family or whatever, kale is like collard greens,
Uh huh.
cabbage, and stuff like that. The more
Okay,
you
so
take,
mhm.
the
Go
more
ahead.
you take from around the bottom of it, the faster it keeps producing more.
Because
So
that
like
gives
you're
all the energy to the top, right?
right, it'll the
But how
energy will
tall is
start.
this going to get though? Is that going to keep getting tall? It's going to
are
keep
some
getting
more
taller.
gonna sprout from the bottom?
Yes, it's gonna keep the stalk of it gonna keep getting like wider,
Okay,
and it's gonna grow up taller. Oh my
but
gosh,
am I
just
going to
like
get leaves
everything wanna
again right here? Are leaves
say
going
that
to grow
again?
from here again? Are leaves going to grow from
No.
here again or no?
All of your leaves all your leaves gonna come from the top
Okay, right. That's what I'm
in the
thinking.
center.
So it's just going to keep getting taller and taller then?
Yes.
Tashana?
Can you
Now,
hear me?
now I can.
Oh,
So
okay then. Yeah, the plant is gonna I don't know if you remember seeing like my collard
yeah, I
greens,
do.
lettuce, and all of that stuff. Okay, it'll start low to the ground, but as it grow and you keep breaking from around the sides of it, the stem gets more thicker
Yeah.
and it gets a little bit taller. It don't grow that tall real fast until it start to bolt. When it start to bolt, it'll grow really really tall, but it'll start putting out seeds on it.
So is this going to be too short for it to grow? Because yours is real big. Oh, go
Um,
ahead, bud.
I don't think it's gonna reach that kind of height, but it is
Okay.
gonna get taller than that.
Because,
And push
yeah, if I.
come to shove, if it do get that tall, then you'll probably just have to remove the net from off of it and
Oh.
let it do its thing.
But as far as coming from the stem right here, that's over. It's been picked. It don't
Yeah,
regrow back
down
there.
to the bottom. Now, sometimes you will get like a growth or something that come out the side of it, but most of the time when you get those growths that come out of the side of it,
Uh huh.
you can break them off and sit them in water and they'll grow roots and you can replant another something from it. Sometimes brassicas do that, like collard greens do it. It'll
Yeah.
put out a collard green on the side of them. If you put them in water, it'll grow a root
Yeah.
on it and you can replant it and
You
grow
you talking
another.
about something like this, like that right there?
Yes.
Okay.
And you'll be able to like break it off the side and you can sit it in water and then it'll make a whole nother plant.
Wow. Wow. Okay. What was I gotta check my other phone because I think I had another question saved in there. Let me see what the chat said right quick. Thank you, Fee is in here. Hey, Fee. Let me see. Nice, Chris. My tomatoes never sprouted. Uh, Tashana said we got to be patient. I asked her that question last night. Fee said, "Hey, get my in chat. Hey, Fee, welcome to a silver. Let's go, Fee.
Hi.
Thank you for becoming a member, girl." Let me see. Chris said, "Welcome to Silver Child." Fee said, "I had to renew. I have a new card." Okay, okay. Let me see. Thanks for that $5 super sticker, Fee. It's real reaction. And let me see. Chris said we have a life with Tashana at your count on the panel. Yes. So I was showing y'all my grow bags, right? Okay. So this is the potato grow bags, y'all. So okay, this is some kind of flap that I'm supposed to be able to cheat and harvest them from, right? Is that right, Tashana?
You
So
got
I could just reach in
you
here and
don't
grab them, correct?
you wouldn't necessarily harvest from there. You can harvest from there,
Uh huh.
but when once your potatoes get done, that window is like for you to be able to see what's going on up underneath the soil. Um what you do is you will open that flap and you will be able to like wipe away some of the dirt and be able to see your potatoes. But also you have to remember you don't really want to uncover the potato and leave it uncovered because when the sun get onto your potatoes, it turns them into poison.
Oh, oh my
Yeah,
gosh. So they
which
need to
they
be in a
call
shaded
green,
area?
which they call them green potatoes when the sun start to hit them. So that's why they encourage you like to mound them up to keep them covered. So is it something else that bag sit inside of, or are the flaps covered that come? Because
No, the flat now
most
it's
likely
covered.
it's not going to come out to the window. You might
It
see
came
like
with
a
these.
so that must be a cover to cover the window, to cover the windows up as it
Oh,
grows.
probably so. Look.
Yeah.
Yes. It
Okay,
must be.
so that's to cover the window, and you can uncover it to look at it, but
Oh,
you don't want the sun to be hitting on your potatoes.
potatoes. Oh, okay,
Right.
okay. That's what that's for. I thought it was the fabric that they say to put, like how this fabric right here they told me to put in here. I was like,
Uh-huh.
oh, supposed to put that at the bottom. See, that's why you cannot be doing stuff on your own. Don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
Don't know what
you'll
you're
wrap
doing.
that around the outside, and then you'll be.
You went out to Shana.
Uh-oh,
Maybe she
we
got a.
disappeared for a second.
Okay. Yeah. You said just keep it wrapped. Okay, so do you think I should put it in a shaded area?
No,
Oh, okay.
potatoes need direct sunlight.
Okay, they need direct sunlight. Okay, woo.
Yeah.
Y'all, if y'all are in this chat, if y'all are thinking about gardening, it is full of information, but it's not as bad as it seems. That's what Tashana been trying to tell me. I don't know how long. So still do it, but it's just a lot of questions. Like I have questions every step of the way. Like I don't know what to do. Like Tashana is willing to help us. What would I be doing if I didn't have you to help? Because I don't like going by the YouTube videos. Because literally, I can look up something about tomatoes. I promise you, three people gonna say three different things about the tomatoes. I'm like, I don't want to
And
believe y'all.
and you're gonna that's one of the things that I started with when I started well, not when I started gardening, but when I started this garden that I have out here where I am now.
Hmm.
I started looking at like three different videos and then come up out of
With
the
your own.
information that you get from those
Hmm.
three videos, then you come
Right.
up with your own thing.
Right.
But
Because people are doing it differently.
yeah, but and two, I didn't know anybody at that time that I could just go to personally and keep
Right.
asking questions like that.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
I'm like, well, why don't you just take the knowledge that you know and give to people that, because sometimes everybody, it ain't easy for everybody to ask questions, because sometimes you feel like, oh, I feel so stupid that I have to ask these questions or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And so I don't want nobody to feel that way. I want you to be able to ask your questions, so and I don't know everything about it, but what I do know, I'm willing to share it. And I'm happy for somebody to ask the question. And
Hmm.
you don't overwhelm yourself by asking all the questions at the one time. Ask what it is that you need to ask. And
Hmm.
as you grow more, be
Yeah.
willing to ask the people that's in our community
Right.
questions as you go along. What do I
Hmm.
do next? What's supposed to happen next? And you will know what people you should and should not ask, because they'll have the excitement of answering your question, or
Yeah.
I help you
Right.
figure it out, girl.
Right. Because I
So
know
yeah.
I asked 50 million questions. I went from not asking no questions, saying, oh no, I'll just watch you do yours. I'll
Now
live
you
through your
went no, you
garden.
gotta tell them where you really came from. You came from I ain't doing that.
Right. No, but that's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's where
saying.
you
I came
came
from
from.
saying I'm gonna watch you. I just watch your
I'ma
garden.
just watch
Like
you garden.
like I can
I ain't
text it to
doing
the
it.
phone.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
I was like, I'm not. She was like, you should just try. I'm like, no, I'm absolutely not doing nothing like that. I'm not touching no
And
dirt. I'm
now
not
ain't
ready to
it
deal with
so
my bugs.
exciting? It's
Yes.
so exciting
It
now,
is
ain't
so
it?
exciting. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. Once I tell God I'm so happy they let me open my eyes one more day in the morning, I promise you my mind go to this garden. It's crazy.
That's how it is. That's
Now look
how,
at
and I
Chrissy.
told you, you're gonna lose like where you are right now. You're gonna feel like I don't have enough. So let me go do this and let me go and do
Yeah,
that. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna overwhelm yourself. And then
yeah,
you're gonna be like, oh, I got too much going on. I need to bring it down. So
right.
you start small, you work your way up. It's just this is the same process what I'm telling you about with the watering. How you
Yeah.
start with your watering can, because that water, something about that watering can tell
Yeah,
you,
baby, think I'm doing
baby, I'm
something.
a gardener.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until that till when you keep on going to fill that thing up, you be like, shoot, I need something else.
Right.
So
This thing
then you'll
heavy.
graduate to a water sprinkler or
Water hose,
something
yeah. And
like
I
that.
got a
Yeah.
water hose. My lazy butt don't want to unwind it. I'm like, no, if I unwind, I gotta pick up.
In your own timing, you will do it. In your
So
own
like,
timing.
and I got a backyard, right? But they putting the
Hmm.
fence up, right? My neighbors are putting the fence up, and look at that whole patch right there. Now, usually that's where I let Lexi go out to use the bathroom, but I think I'm gonna ask them for that patch to put the whole garden right there. Cause I could put
Oh,
like 2 or 3 grow raised garden beds in a little spot.
you know what gonna happen.
What?
You're gonna go to bed and you'll the same way you say you wake up in the morning and you be thinking that's the first thing be on your mind.
Yeah,
When you start to go to bed at nighttime, you'll start
yeah,
to have dreams of your garden, which will
yeah.
tell you. I'm so
I
serious.
believe it.
I ain't lied to you yet. You'll go to
Yeah,
bed and you'll start having dreams, which I call them like visions because you make them. It's like having a vision board. You close your eyes at
yeah.
nighttime and then you dream of what you want your
Right.
garden to look like. And then
Yeah.
it's like you put it on paper by going to put it out in the yard or whatever. So
Right.
like don't you'll see many of ideas, but you'll go to bed and you'll dream. And it's when it all comes down to it, it's all about growing. The things you think you can't do or you wouldn't do,
Yeah.
here all of a sudden you growing on the inside and on the outside.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, Chris said she stopped watering her tomatoes because she got mad at them. They wouldn't coming up. She said she deprived them of water and thirst them to death because she got mad because they didn't grow.
What
Chris.
Chris, it's hard to beat a tomato plant down, honey. Even if you stop watering it, you stop watering that thing like I can't go away. I can't go away. It just keep on coming. So did it never come up? No plant presented itself or what? What happened?
What had happened? She said. Let me see. Chris said she said, oh what? She said we appreciate you, Tashana.
Thank you.
We
I
absolutely
appreciate
do.
y'all too.
We absolutely do. Chris for throwing up the praying hands for the tomatoes.
Oh
Oh
wow.
Lord. I was
All right.
showing them
That's
earlier
what they
before
need.
huh? I was showing them the ones that I have to repot because this is
That's
nowhere near enough lettuce
is
for
that
pot.
romaine?
This is romaine. This one
Yeah.
is romaine.
Okay,
This
while you got it inside of that little thing, the ones that around the bottom, you should go ahead and pull them off. You can eat those.
oh these.
Yeah, the little ones
Well, I
that's
like when they
already.
get big and cute though.
I know, but you don't need to wait. And plus, it's in such a little thing. You give it room to
No, I'm
put.
planting these in some grow bags today.
Huh?
I'm taking these out and putting them in some grow bags today.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah,
still
it's
don't
two of
stop you from being able to pull your the ones that's on the outside
like
from
these,
off
like
of
this
there.
one.
Yep. Like
That's
the bottom two on that one, and then just the ones that's directly right at the bottom,
right
and
at the
leave
bottom.
your
Yeah,
leave the three that's gathered together in the
in the
middle.
middle. Okay,
Yep.
so I should always leave about 3 or 4 in the middle.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I got a couple of those, and then I got now this is
And
I
that
got
is two plants.
that's 2 plants in there. Yeah, now but I
Yes.
got these for the butter crunch. It's six of
Oh,
these in
okay.
each one. It's 6 of these in each one, so I got to redo these and put them in grow bags. So I'm thinking in the grow bags I should be able to do 2 or 3 in one grow bag, right?
Um, I would say you can. I will push it as far as if I'm thinking that they're normal size grow bags. You might be able to do 4 if you put them in each corner of it.
Oh, okay, okay,
But make sure you don't cheat on the soil. Fill it all the way to the top with soil so you
okay.
give it the
Yeah.
root more room to spread out.
Yes, the good thing that about I got about these bags because the other bags I got is like 5. They're like, can you see them? You can see them. See that one? That one, but the one I got to get put these in, they're half the size. They're like probably about this. So I was gonna fill that all the way up to the top.
Yeah, fill it all the way to the top. And
Hmm.
the most important is like the roots have some place to go,
Right.
with that.
Yeah. Let me see. Chris said, it never came up. Or tomato plant never came up. I think it's because I got the little tomato kit from the Dollar Store. She's so crazy.
That's why I told you don't go to no store buying no seeds like that right there. Go to the what you will spend for seeds. You can go and buy those from the grocery store and get the seeds out of the tomatoes that you get from the grocery store.
Out of the
Because
actual food.
then you can eat the food. And you don't necessarily, when you're eating a tomato, you don't need to eat the seeds to it. It doesn't change the taste of
Right.
the tomato.
Yeah.
Get as many seeds out of there you want to and throw them on the ground, like I said. And Chris, you ain't got to do no work. Just go. I'm telling you, don't even dig a hole in the ground to throw them in.
Well, we
Just
probably
throw
gotta
the
put them in
seed.
so she got a raised bed. Everybody ain't got acres and acres of land like you, Tashana. You can
No,
go
you
throwing stuff. We gotta
no,
see exactly where
you
it's
can
going.
live in an apartment and have a little patch of dirt right there on the side, of the
But we
door.
ain't got enough
And,
space to throw it. We gotta be intentional. This parsley has to go right here. This one has to go right. We ain't got all the luxury
okay.
like you.
Okay, then. So then get some. I'm encouraging you to buy food so you can get two benefits out of it, right?
Yeah.
Buy tomatoes from the store. Spend $4 on that instead of spending $4 on a pack of seeds where you only gonna get seeds.
Right.
So then that way you don't worry about, oh, I lost out on that right there. No, you ain't lose because you was able to eat them tomatoes that you got from the store.
Right.
Just
Right.
take as many seeds out of
Uh-oh.
there as you want to. Let them dry overnight on a paper towel. And then the next day, peel them off of the paper towel. Even if they stick to the paper towel a little bit, a paper towel is biodegradable, so you can throw it into your bed and it's still going to grow the tomato. Just take them and sprinkle it in your garden bed, and you'll see you'll get tomato plants.
So you gotta dry them out first?
You don't necessarily have to.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, especially if you're not ready, if you get the say if you did a salad at nighttime and you ain't ready to go out there and plant them, throw them in the garden, you just want to
Yeah.
sit them to the side and do it the next day, then you can. But I also say to people, you done heard me say it before, if you open up a tomato for tonight's dinner, instead of
Mhm.
raking the seeds down the sink or into the garbage can, go
Yeah.
out and just flick them out into the yard somewhere. You will see that tomato plant when it come up.
Right. Chris said it came with its own soil. Her sprouts there are thriving. Wait, her sprouts there are thriving, have a totally different soil. Oh. Oh, she said her sprouts are, let me see. It came with its own soil. My sprouts that are thriving have a totally different soil. The ones that are thriving, she said. She said she know better now. She said a little patch by the door. Right, Chris? She talking about throwing out there. Look like we ain't got no space to throw. We got to be very intentional on this little bitty
You
patch
know,
right
you know,
here.
I'm just trying to put it in simple terms.
Yeah, we can
You
throw them in
ain't
a
gotta
knot.
have a whole lot of space or no nothing. And plus, if you throw them down on the ground, maybe 15, 20 of them may come up, but you only looking to get two or three of them. You
Yeah,
dig the two or three up, and then you go and put it where you want it to
repot it.
be at.
Okay.
Yep.
Chris said she gonna try again. She said she gonna try again. Cal said I might try to grow something on this little patch by my door. Right, right. Yes.
Okay.
But
Okay.
she said she got said with the rain again. She gonna throw them down there. She just gonna throw them down there. That is too funny. She said, "Let me look." Chris said, "Let her look at her refrigerator, see if she can do with some tomatoes."
Okay.
Yeah. Did I show you? Oh yeah, I showed you the butter crunch. So yeah, I got. Tashana, have you ever heard of lemon thyme?
Nope.
Yes, it smells just thyme, but it smells just like lemon.
Okay.
It's called. And I made some crab claws with them, and it was good.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I
Hmm.
did see you made. I did see that you made. Do it got a lemon flavor to it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It does, and it smells like lemon too.
Anytime I smell it, because I got a lemon tree.
Hmm.
Anytime we cut a lemon open, all I think about is crabs, because that's what I like to put on my. That's what I like to
Yeah,
eat with my crabs is lemon. But every
yeah.
lemon that's cut open, it make my mouth start watering. I think about crabs.
So Tashana, do herbs need a lot of space?
I'm not big on growing herbs. I tried it before. Um, and so I don't grow it. But in my opinion, I don't think they need a whole lot of space.
Because
Because
I
you can
want to
grow.
take these herbs out. This is parsley right here. Wait, you can't see. Hold on. This is all. This is parsley. All this is cilantro, and it's like I'd rather if they don't need a lot of space, I'd rather get those stackers that my strawberries are in.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather put them in there and make like a little separate herb garden. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't need a whole bunch of space. Like I think something like the pots that you started like your lettuce and stuff off in when you first
Yeah.
got them.
Oh right, I kept those. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
right
you can
here.
that's why I keep reminding you of use the things that you already have.
Right. I forgot all about I had the
Yeah,
things.
fill it up to the top with
Oops.
soil and then dig a crevice in it enough for you to fit the parsley inside of it and then
Right.
put one inside of each pot.
Okay. I'm repotting those. I think I'm gonna take them out. I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
take all of these herbs out so that I can have. Because if I put the herbs in the smaller containers, I might have more room for the lettuce in here. I'd rather have the stuff that I really eat a lot. Like it's only so much parsley, so much cilantro I'm gonna have.
Yeah.
You know.
And
So yeah.
you know too that you can harvest those things and you can freeze them and stuff like that if or dry them out.
Oh right. I didn't think
Yeah.
about that.
Yep.
Okay.
Harvest
So
harvest the sides of them. If you don't want to use them, you can dry them. You can dry them out or freeze them to cook with them later or whatever.
right.
Whichever way to preserve them.
Right. I never thought about that. I'm gonna harvest all of this to see how to dry it. I know I'm probably gonna have to make sure no
Yeah.
water is on it. I know
Yep.
that.
My niece grows
Oh.
a lot of herbs and stuff, but
Uh-huh.
what she do you could just think of it like the smell that it has. If you put it
Hmm.
on a cookie sheet in your oven and let it dry out, and it
Yeah.
kind of turned into like if you bought parsley in the seasoning, because
Yeah.
sometimes they mix parsley and garlic together.
Uh-huh.
um it turns out just like that, but it's still the same process. It's dried out, and the smell of it make your house feel like you cooking the biggest dinner ever. you know
Really?
yeah, so that's another
Okay.
process of drying it out, because some people think you literally have to go and get like those dehydrators and
Dehydrators,
everything to dry
yeah.
stuff out. You can do that with she does it a lot with her green onions and stuff like that. She just put them in the oven and
Right.
she just slow bake them, and the aroma
Yeah.
is amazing. So you
And
can
then you
dry
just put
you
them in
can dry
jars?
things out that way. And then you can put them in jars and dry and use it as seasoning because it's
Wow.
completely dried out. Yeah.
Wow. So now what about this cabbage? Why it's not in a ball? Why it's not balling up like cabbage be balling up? Like why it's not in the ball? Why is it growing straight up?
When a
Do it go in a
cabbage
ball
first
later?
start when a cabbage first start out, that's what it's gonna do. It kind of look like collard greens at first, and then they start the ball will form in the middle. Like
Oh,
at
okay.
first it start out with having little leaves on it or whatever, but the more the inside leaves grow in the middle,
Hmm.
it start to form
The ball.
your ball.
Okay.
Um,
Now look at
and it's
this. I'm getting
another
ready to be real
thing.
grown. I'm getting ready to be real grown, Tashana.
Okay.
Because Cal said, "Where do you get your nitrogen?" Okay, let me. Oh, look at Shalissa. Hi, Shalissa. Hey, now let me
Hey,
answer this. Let me tell her what I
sister.
do. Let me tell her what I do because I got it from you anyway. So I want to be grown and
Okay,
answer
go
the
ahead.
question. Girl, go get you some. Like I had some spinach that it was already store bought before I had started this process at the time that I made it. So I took the spinach because it was like not much. It wasn't as fresh as I like to eat it. So I was like, it's kind of like going beyond that stage. Take that spinach or any kind of green, like the kale or any other kind of green, and put it in a. I put it in a old milk carton. What did I save it? Oh no, I didn't save it. I think I threw it away today because it smelled horrible. I put it in a milk carton and you fill it up with water. And then you let it sit for a couple of days. But then when you get ready to use it, you're gonna use like say like if you using maybe like this watering can full, you might want to put like I think. Tell me if I'm wrong with this, Tashana. You put about this much in there and then you fill it up with water because you have to dilute it because it will kill your garden because the nitrogen might be too strong.
Girl, you is a professional.
You better say that because I am a high class gardener now.
Okay. Okay. Yes,
We got
ma'am.
Shalissa in the chat. She's a high class gardener. Tashana on the panel. She's a high class gardener. Yes, Chris, you're a high class gardener too. And Tracal is a high class gardener. Wait, somebody said something about some frogs. Who was that in your chat last night said they deal with frogs? That virtuous woman?
Virtuous. I think it was either virtuous. It was virtuous woman. She said frogs are cute. I told her
Right. So virtuous
we
woman is
had
gonna
to
be
we
our
gotta fire her.
Right, so
I said,
she gonna
but
have to
then
come be a
we took her
Captain
back.
Saver. She gonna have to come be
We
a
took her
Captain
back
Saver.
though. We took her back though because if we out in the garden and we scared of the frog, we gotta have
Right.
somebody who gonna remove
Right.
her, right?
She's
Yeah.
the
So
captain
yeah,
of them. She gonna be the captain.
yeah. we
For
bought her
sure.
back in.
Right, okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Child said, okay, I will do that. I do use that's another one. That's for nitrogen. The banana peels is not nitrogen, right?
No,
That's
it's
fertilizer.
potassium.
It's potassium and that gives it it's also a fertilizer and it's also a bug repellent. So you just
See, I
chop
did.
the pieces up in there, put that in the same thing with that because you gotta dilute that banana water too, right?
Yes,
Yeah. Both things that you
but
make organically like that.
but the banana water is not like the nitrogen that
Nitrogen.
will the nitrogen is it.
It'll
Yeah,
burn.
it's the same way it smells stink when you open it up. Just think about
Yes.
that's how it's real potent to your plants when you
I
pour it on
used
there.
it. It was fine. I let it sit for 2 days. I'm thinking, okay, I looked it up and said, okay, if I keep it a week, it'll be okay. Because then it got to be about a week.
No, you
So I opened up there.
don't ever throw it away because you can keep adding water to it. Nope, all nitrogen stinks. And you
Oh,
just
that
under
smell. I was like, you got to get out of here. I threw the
oh
whole container
oh
away.
no, and that's why you keep it outside. There's not a nitrogen
Oh.
you're gonna run into that does not smell stink.
Oh.
That's the way it smells.
Okay, so you keep
It's
it
horrible.
outside.
Yeah, keep it outside. You can
Okay.
keep it outside in those jugs. And the heat just helps it break down faster.
Oh,
But what you
okay.
do is when the green in it starts to break down and you pour water off of it into your
Mhm.
file pan, add more water to it, and you can keep adding up greens to that same jug over and over again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a smaller amount because I can't take the smell.
Yeah,
I might make the
the
smaller amount
the
because
smell
I opened
still
it
gonna be the same stink smell even
after
if you
two
put it
days.
in
It wasn't
if you put it in a
the two
milk
day.
carton.
The 2 day
Huh?
stink was not like the week stink.
Oh no, but after a week, that fertilizer is actually better because it has more nutrition
Oh,
in it. Because now the green is breaking down into the water, letting out more nitrogen. But
okay. Well, I
it's
just need a
all
mask then
yeah. That's probably a good idea.
because that
But
smell
I'm
was like
warning y'all right now, if you're gonna do nitrogen, it doesn't matter where you get it from. Even if you go to the store and you buy blood meal,
Mm-hmm.
blood meal is exactly what it says it is. Is like if they harvest and I'm using different words, because
Yeah.
YouTube sensitive about everything.
Yeah.
Say if you were going to process an animal, right?
Mm-hmm.
They go through a process of where they let the the red stuff
Mm-hmm.
dry out,
Oh,
and
never
then
mind.
they
Mm-mm.
take I'm just explaining the process to you. I know it sounds
I didn't know
crazy.
that that's what they was talking about. I hear them talking about that.
Yes. And when you open it
Mm-mm.
up, it is exactly what it says it is, and it does not smell good when you open it. But it's all like shredded, like it's all like
Yeah.
because you can't necessarily shred blood, you know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
all crumbled up,
Like
and it's
flaky,
in a
like.
bag, and it's just a big bag of that right there. So now
Mm-mm.
I give you the easy way to make it, and you can use grass, or you can take
Yeah.
leaves from like your kale, or say like you
Mm-hmm.
got something that got a hole in it or whatever.
Yeah.
Because me, I don't get the grass off the ground and stuff like that. My collard
Yeah.
greens, the ones that I give to my chickens,
Mm-hmm.
I put some into the jug, and I got 2 jugs that I put it into, and I just stuff it in there. Cause right now I can't, I usually use all of I use chicken poop to
Uh,
fertilize my garden, but I can't dig in that because I'm not supposed to be out. That has a lot of, you go and dig in, and
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
pluming up the dust, and you're breathing in all of those
right.
things, and my immune system can't handle that right now. So
That's right. That's right.
yeah, so I just kind
Okay.
of like, I kind of
Hi,
stay
Music
try to stay
Bird.
away. That's my
Yeah.
sister too.
Is it? Hi, Music Bird. Thank you for
that
coming in.
that's my baby sister.
Okay. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Tanya. Tanya is on her cruise, tuning in to this live. And I keep
All
missing your
right
live,
then.
Tanya. I don't expect for Beautifully Healed to keep going live. I'm like, she on the cruise, but she keep going live, and I look, and then she's off. But I had an appointment today, Tanya. So when I looked, it said that you were on an hour ago. I was in my appointment at that time, anyways. But I'm definitely catching the replay. Well, yes. Let me see. Where did Trical? You in here? You have anybody else have any more questions for Tashana? Because I'm definitely getting ready to repot this all my lettuce. And I think I'm gonna while I'm doing it, I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab these out because I got another that's 3 stack things. And the ones that I took, those seeds out the first time when I started, I think I'm gonna just put those in there.
Okay.
I'm doing all of
What
that
about your
repotting today.
I seen your tomato plant at the beginning of it, but I didn't I didn't get I seen it,
That's
but
it.
I was driving at the time, so I
Okay, let
really
me
couldn't
show
pay
you.
attention to it like that.
Okay, let me show you.
Okay.
Okay. So these was the hold on, let me put it down. Can you see it? Let me put it all the way down. You see where
Okay.
the
Yeah,
leaves are?
I
So
see the bloom on there now.
it wasn't there when you told me about the flowers. I didn't even know what you was talking about. I came out here and I was like, "There go the flowers." And Shada said it was gonna be there.
There it is.
Yeah. So I
So,
use these
okay.
little things right here because this is supposed to be on the stem, right? Is the stem supposed to grow on this green thing?
Yes, it's not gonna go on stay on there itself. It's like you got to get a piece of string or something and
Well,
kind
I
of
got
tie it
these
up.
clips,
Okay,
these clip things
okay. Now let me those bottom the leaves that's all the way to the bottom
down
of your
here.
tomato plant, the ones that's to the very bottom of it. You can
Okay.
you can pinch off those bottom ones because you
Oh,
don't really
here.
you yeah, you can the ones that's closest to the ground,
Uh huh.
always take them off. Even this plant right here, what you own,
This.
that limb on that other side, you can take that one, you can take that bottom one off of there. Just make sure it ain't got no blooms on there already.
This right here.
Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I see.
Well, hold on. Let me see if I can bring you up. Ugh.
Thank you.
Can you see better?
Okay, go go down. Okay, so
Okay. So,
you'll have a bunch of limbs, but kind of in the same thought that I'm telling you about your greens or your kale or
yeah.
whatever. The very
Like
bottom
this.
leaves
This
on,
right here. I think this what you're talking about. Like this right here.
yeah,
Like
like
this.
if it doesn't exactly take
Okay.
that off of there, because what it does, the tomato plant is when the energy comes from the root and go
Mm-hmm.
up to it, it will focus on growing that leaf
The
versus
middle.
going up to the
Yes.
top and focusing
Okay.
in on your blooms that's coming out. So
Right.
like the bottom leaves on that side, on the other plant that's over there, you can take you can take one or two of them off of the other one too.
Okay. Okay.
So
So like
then that
all
way your
these.
energy is focused in on going up to your bloom. And I'm gonna tell you
Mm-hmm.
something else. When you watering, your tomato plant can get a disease
Ooh.
from the soil.
How? What I gotta do?
Just when you watering it for right now because it's so close and not nothing to get worried about. I'm just telling you like in the future. So like you when you got leaves down to the bottom and the soil splash up onto the leaves, it can
Yeah.
get disease. A tomato plant can get a disease from the soil that is not detrimental to it, but it can kill out the tomato plant. So just
Okay, so
keep
I
in
just need to
mind
make
you
sure I
want to
put it
keep,
directly on the soil.
yeah, put it on the soil closest to the soil so they ain't doing a lot of splashing up and on
Oh,
a low watering. Because once the tomato is gonna keep going up,
yeah.
so eventually you won't have leaves down to the bottom
Right, right.
that it can splash up on. So
Mm-hmm.
then you'll be able to water it like regular. But as it's so low to the ground right now, like
Yeah.
try to refrain from letting the soil splash up on the leaves.
So it's probably good right now. I haven't used I just been using a watering can, so it does go straight down.
Yes.
So okay. Oh, I'm glad. Let me see if Tracal heard that. Uh, she said, wait. She said my rubber gloves. I like the rubber gloves because the gardening gloves are so big and I can't feel like I could touch it. So I
You
like
know
the
what I be
watering
saying about
gloves.
them. You know what I be saying about them rubber gloves. Every time, all I can think of when you say the rubber gloves is what Justice said. Yo, that's
Right,
why your
right.
food gonna taste like plastic.
No, I be touching them. Like when I come over here to just talk to them, I do touch them. But like if I'm trying to like get these leaves off and stuff, I don't want to touch all that. So I just put the gloves on. So let me see, let me see, Trical cooking and listening. Okay, Chris, Trical, now let me go outside and take your bottom leaves off. Trical, I was trying to make sure you heard that. To make sure you take them leaves off because of that disease stuff. Man,
Sometimes I be so busy taking my leaves off, I forget to check them to make sure it ain't got no bloom on that one limb.
yeah,
And
yeah.
one time I took out like 5 blooms by clipping off one, by
Right.
clipping off one thing. It was actually on video, and I was like,
What?
just look at this.
I gotta make sure. Oh, I think it need to be. Oh, I think I need to water. Okay, so when I feel like I need to water it, right? Like right now, the top is seeming dry. I watered it the day before yesterday, right? So it seems like dry right now. Like, see, I don't know if you can see. It's like dry. So, but then when I
When
dig it, like I mean, like when I dig in it, it seems like it's more moist. See, if I dig in it, it start getting like that. So like that's what make me confused because I heard you say yesterday that you water yours every day, but I was like, well, maybe that's because you're in Florida. Like, should I be watering it every day?
and you can water your plants every day, and because you have a relationship with your plants. And I know sometimes when I talk like this, people think I'm crazy. I know there's
Yeah,
just a few people that think this, right? You
yeah,
now have a relationship with your plants.
yeah.
Just like
Right,
a baby can't tell you when they hungry, but you know what signs to look for that tell that your baby needs something to eat, right?
right.
Because you have a relationship with your plants are going to have their own way of telling you what it is that they need.
Yeah,
If you put
yeah.
too much water on it, your plants are going to have a way of telling you that you're watering me too much. If
Too
you don't
much.
water them enough, they have a way of telling you that they are getting too much. But for you to come
Okay.
out there every day and to water them, um is not too much, especially for the kind of plants that you're growing. They love water and they
Yeah.
love nitrogen. It's just a matter of time that you put in that you're going to water them.
Okay.
But every other day is not it's not far that's not far fetched. I just like to
Okay.
go out and I like to see my plants and water them every day. That's just my relationship with my plants.
Yeah. Now, what? Well, how am I supposed to know when to take these onions out of here? These are red onions. Like, how am I supposed to know when to pull it?
You said those are red onions?
Yeah.
Yeah, all I can see is like the green part that's on the top of them that looks like a green onion. The onion itself, you'll be able to see it start to grow. It'll become a bulb just like onions you get from the grocery store.
But I'm saying, well, how do I know to pull it up and it's ready?
It ain't ready right now, I can tell you that.
Am I gonna have an indication that it's ready?
Yeah, you will. And it gets On the package that you got, did it tell you like what size those bulbs grow to?
Well, they already had a little onion on it like this. It was like a whole big pack of them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so
Probably big as
it say that again.
oh no, I was saying that they were just like big as a not big as a golf ball, maybe like a half a golf ball. It was like a whole
So when
pack
you
of them.
is the red onion like is the same the red onion that you got, is it like like the purple onions or whatever, the
Yeah,
sweet, it's like a sweet onion. Okay,
like the
so just
purple.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just think about like if you go when you buy them from the grocery store, they're gonna be similar to that size or whatever, and you will be able to see the size over the top of because it's not gonna stay up under the ground. Right now, what you got going on, you can clip pieces of that onion off, and you know how you use green onions.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use them the same way as green onions.
Oh, this part of it.
But you can't, just like the collard greens, you can't clip all the green off of the top of it. You can clip one or two of them off of there, and you can use them and you can cook with them just like green onions.
Oh. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. And then I said I was gonna show you these strawberries right here. Now, with this strawberry plant, I was telling them that all of them, all the leaves start looking like this. I had bought some strawberry fertilizer specifically for it. You'll notice
Hmm.
squirrels took the ones that I had. I had like three that grew on here, some green ones. They didn't took the green ones. They didn't cook the red. Took the red ones. So at this point, I'm just growing the plant. But now that I put that nitrogen on them, they are beginning to be so green now. So I don't know.
And
Are they going to try to give
that's
me some?
exactly what you do. That's exactly what they do. They strawberries love nitrogen, and that's what I'm saying. When you before you put the nitrogen on them, they were
Mhm.
probably like a light green color and probably getting a little bit of white spots or whatever on them.
Yeah, they was like this. A lot of them was like this one.
And that's the way that now what you're doing is you recognizing that your strawberry plant, that's the language that they speak,
Yeah,
right? When
yeah.
you start to see them lighten up from this green that they are right now, that's
Mm-hmm.
what tell you those things is what tell you my strawberry plant is hungry.
Okay.
And you have to keep them they love to be watered because you
Yeah.
got to think about when you bite into a strawberry, it got a lot of juice in it, and it's
Right.
it's more like so in order for you to keep that going, they need the water.
Okay. So this mulch that I got, is that okay on there? Because that's
Yeah, that's okay too, and you can put
okay.
soil on top of that so that the mulch is up under the soil, because when you water your plant, the mulch will hold
The
moisture better
moisture.
than the soil will.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That was the other thing I was worried about. I was worried about those
Yeah.
strawberries because I was like, not a the animal whoever took them off there, they they're not growing back. I don't see them no more. I don't even see the little green ones or nothing. Let's see.
I,
Chakal said, she said, Tashana, does my cucumber vines need something to attach to?
yes, ma'am.
Like the one, like
They
those little
are
clips or
they
string?
are they are crawler, and you don't have to use like little rings because cucumbers actually grow like them little things that wrap around stuff, and they
Yeah.
grab onto things and grow up, right?
Yeah.
So like with a cucumber, you have to create some kind of a trellis or something for them to climb up.
Some kind of
It can
pole.
be like say you go out and you can find a piece of bamboo stick or something like that. You can stick the bamboo stick down in with the cucumber and let it wrap itself around that. Or like you can
Oh.
get the nets that they have on Timu and stuff like that right there and let it climb up that net or whatever.
Mm.
Like right now I have my
Oh.
cucumber plant
Okay. I'm dropping a
ne-
link to Cal. Okay, go ahead, Tashana.
next to the fence so they can crawl up the fence.
Okay. Copy. Hold on. Let me. Cal want me to drop this link for her.
Okay.
Uh, where's the paste? Okay, Cal. No, don't end the stream. Oh, okay. I must push the wrong button. Okay. Okay, let me see. Jakal said, just notice I have a baby cucumber. Oh my gosh. Let me see. She wants you to see the baby cucumber. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna put you on the solo layout when you get up here, Jacal. Wait, is she in the back? No, she's not in the back yet. Let me make sure she's not in the back. Nope, she's not back there. Come on, Jacal. Wait for you. We'll put the link in there again, just in case I did something wrong. Done. Um, let's see. Oh, it did drop. I see it. Okay, let me see it. Oh, keep going. Oh, there she is. She back there. Uh, okay, wait, Jacal. I'm trying to add you to the stage. Okay, Jacal, let me give you. How do I give you the layout? Solo layout. Let's see.
I just
Let
want
me
to
give
ask
my.
her, is this good enough for them? I got this from Aldi.
It's gonna grow a whole lot taller than that. Right now, what you got is you got the beginning stages of that. You see how it at the
I
top of it,
know.
it's already getting ready to reach up. So like those white fence like trellis like stuff, you can actually lean it against the wall and let it climb up like that right there. Or get you like a Timu net that's just made out of like the netting, and you can put it up with thumbtacks onto the
Okay.
wall and then just let it crawl up like that if you want to. But it's
Okay,
gonna
that's what
need
I'm gonna have to do. Because
yeah,
they
it's gonna
grab to
need something.
everything.
Yeah, it's gonna grab onto anything. It'll even grab onto the plants that you got going next to it
That's what
and
she
It
said.
everything.
did. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, it did.
This is a
Yeah.
part of my raspberry plant. I had to break it off because like two vines they wrapped around hard. So I had
Yes,
to take. I
they
had to
be
break it
holding
off.
on for dear life. They be holding on.
And I just put the here, and it's already wrapping around here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's
So
looking
it's
for its
looking
next
for its
thing to
next thing
grab
to
onto.
grab
So
onto. So
I want
okay,
to
so
see
I
the
have a
baby.
I want to see the baby.
I want to see the baby
I want to see
cucumber.
the baby cucumber. I don't know if you can tell. It's real
Well,
small.
hold on.
Hold on. Uh oh.
I'm trying to look on my
anywhere
phone. Hold
you
on.
see
Anyway, you
that
see
yellow,
that
where it
yellow wedding?
should be like a little tiny
Wait, why I don't see it? Wait, hold on. Hold it in your
It's
hand.
tiny.
Oh, I see it.
yeah.
See it?
Oh, so it's long like a cucumber already?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
just tiny.
I gotta hurry up and repot this stuff. I'm ready to go get me some.
You say you finna go get you some, Gamma.
I might need some nice
Yeah.
ones. 'Cause look at my leaves starting to get ugly. I don't like that.
Yep.
Have
Um,
Have you given it any nitrogen yet,
No,
Tricao?
that's why I was asking you, how did you do it? You said
Yeah.
the spinach, right?
Well, I use spinach, but
And
you can
these
use like
too.
any green leaf, right, Tashana?
yeah, you can use any green leaves right there. You don't have to use spinach. You can use grass if you want to.
Okay. Because they getting
Yeah.
yellow, and I don't like that. Even these, like, real yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See.
that's your plant talking to you, telling you that it needs something. It needs something else. Anytime you see that, you know that plant, cucumbers, watermelon, any collard greens and spinach and stuff like that. All of that stuff is very nitrogen hungry. And anytime you see those leaves start to lighten up like that, 9 times out of 10, it's in because it's got a lack of nitrogen in it.
Now,
Okay.
this
So
my raspberry.
Tashana, if she makes the concoction with the green leafy whatever or add water, like how do she have to wait? To like she gotta let it sit how long at a minimum?
You at least want to smell the stank smell.
So at
Okay.
least 2 days.
And you gonna get there quicker by when you put the green inside of the jug and the water, sit it outside and let the heat outside go ahead and make it ferment, and turn into what you needed to turn into.
So did I
Tricale, you
break
gonna
off
be able to
enough
do?
leaves of this one? This tomato plant?
I can't see it that good, but it do look like you as long as that stem down to the bottom is clear, is clean, you
Mm-hmm.
good. What you
Okay,
got?
I just want to make sure.
What kind of what is that, a flower pot that you got the tomato plant? Oh, okay, then I can see
Yeah,
it now.
pie.
Yeah, to
I'm going to
give you a
transfer it to
little
a grow bag.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Give it a little bit more room,
Uh-huh.
and you will get, because once the tomato plant start to wrap itself up in the root part of it,
Uh-huh.
it'll stunt the growth of your tomato plant. And when
Okay.
once you give it more room, whatever soil you put it in, when you up pot it, add a little bit of nitrogen to your soil.
Does she need a lot more
Okay.
soil at the bottom of that?
Say that again.
Does she need a lot
I'm gonna
more soil at
transfer
the
it.
bottom?
Yes, she need a lot more soil than that. Remember, I got my tomato plants in a 5 gallon bucket. You don't necessarily need a 5 gallon bucket, but you need about 2 gallons, 2.5 gallons or more.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it in one of those grow bags. Is that grow bag? Let me see. Is it big enough?
Yeah,
About that
a grow
big?
bag should be good.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Let her see it again.
Is that big enough? I
She
think it's
said, "Is that
Yeah.
size good enough?"
Yeah, that's about two, and that might be about 2 gallons.
okay.
Yeah, so you should be good, but make sure when you put your soil in it, put the soil all the way to the top minus what you already got in that pot, because you can transfer, um keep the ball, keep it as a whole. When you flip it up from out of the thing, flip it close to the, like, you, so say you put it in the grow bag,
Uh-huh.
you put all the soil in the grow bag that you need. Take the plant, what you have the tomato plant planted in now, and
Uh-huh.
press it down in the center of the soil, making the same shape of it, right?
Yeah.
And then you just take your hand and you brace like the soil and flip it upside down, and then immediately turn it into the pot, the grow bag that you just created the crevice in, that's the size of that pot, and it
Okay.
should fit perfectly into the hole, and then just water it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just wish
Wow.
my everything else I have grow as fast as these peppers do.
Okay,
Right.
right. But it'll
I
get there.
So
That's
them
part of
peppers grow
what the garden does for you, is it teaches you patience.
yeah.
and they grow plentiful fast too. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I got so many peppers growing at one time.
Right.
And I
So
just give them to the maintenance man.
right.
Yeah,
I got one
sometimes you
question.
don't
One
even
last.
eat the stuff, but you just excited about growing it. Cause
Decided about doing it.
I do that with a lot of stuff. Is like, I don't necessarily eat the stuff that I grow, but it's exciting to know that my hands grew
Right.
that. I did that.
Right.
So,
Yes.
you know,
So
that's
okay, I
one of
got
the
one.
good things about it.
My last question is okay with the potatoes. Like I got some baby Yukon potatoes in there now, right? So what do I need to do with those potatoes to add to how many to start my grow bags for them? Because don't I have to do something? It's a process of something I got to do with them before I can even put them in a grow bag, right?
You bought seeds, or you got potatoes from the store?
No, I got some bag of Yukon potatoes that I bought from the store that I was gonna cook.
Yeah, right. Like, right now, like, put them up in like a closet, a top of a closet or whatever, and leave them up there for about 2 or 3 days, and just in a closet that stays dark, or a cabinet that
Okay.
stays dark. Yeah, because then that process, you putting them in a dark place, will make them start to grow those. Like sometimes you buy potatoes and you leave them in the drawer. Sometimes you pull them out of there. It got the little sprouts on it,
Yeah.
what they call eyes.
Yeah.
That's what you want to be on there, and that's the only thing that you need, and then you can plant them.
Okay. So how many
You
do I
don't
do?
necessarily
Like,
have to have the you don't necessarily have to have the eyes on it. They got potential to have the eyes on it. It's just better
yeah.
to let the eyes come out, and so what you
Okay.
got before
So
you put it
how
in.
many do I put in a grow bag? Like, how many?
In one of those grow bags, I would say to you, put two in each one.
Mm-hmm.
Or what you can do, because sometimes you'll get sprouts that grow at one end of the potato and sprouts go at the other end of the potatoes. If you
Mm-hmm.
have that, cut it in half. And if you cut the potato in half, let the potatoes sit on its side for a day or so, until it
Yeah.
get like that leathery feeling where it dries out where you cut it at. Because it
Okay.
introduces the potato to like disease and stuff like that if you leave it wet and stick it in the ground. So it's better to
Oh,
let it like leather over before you plant it. Once you feel that dry area in the part where you know how you cut potatoes and you don't put them in
yeah,
water immediately, then they start to turn that brown
yeah,
like color.
yeah.
It's like that, but it get real dry. Once that part right there dry out, then you can go ahead and plant them because you want the eye that is growing on it to be pointing up. So
Yeah,
either
because
do
I heard you
two,
last night. You said put the skin side up.
right. So you want
Okay.
it to be, you want it to either be because the Yukon potato is not that big, it's a small one. So you can either do four half pieces, or you can do two whole potatoes, just put them in there and let them do
Okay.
their thing.
So when I do that, say I put one tomato, just two halves. Is that going to grow two potatoes or it grows more potatoes?
Oh no, you're not going, if it grow the potatoes on it, you can get anywhere to upwards of 12 potatoes on each one. You're gonna one plant can create almost a half a bag of potatoes. One
What?
one half of the potato can grow.
What?
Yeah, no, you're gonna get anywhere from 5, 6, 7 on up. It's according to how what's in the soil and if it's getting what it needs. No, you're not gonna get one. It ain't gonna be one potato. No, ma'am.
So, Chacal, you don't want to grow potatoes?
I think I am.
Right. So with the grow bag, does that mean I put dirt? Okay, let me get the bag because I'm trying to see. Does that mean I put the dirt at the bottom and put the potatoes like right around where that I can see it in that window?
Okay, this is what I say to you to start them out. Only fill your grow bag halfway with soil, right?
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get
Plant,
the grab. I'm gonna get it so you can see it.
Halfway,
plant the
plant the potato and then put the soil on top.
nope. Plant the
No.
potato in just halfway. Plant the potatoes in that because as a potato grow, the leafy green grows on it, you're gonna keep adding soil
Oh,
onto the
really?
top of it.
Oh,
Yes.
I've seen it
What they
before.
call which is what they call you heal up the plant because the
Yeah.
potatoes are going to keep growing upward up of the
Oh,
stem of
okay.
the plant.
So I should cover this window like all the way up here with soil.
Cover the window, cover your bag, whichever is halfway on it, cover it
Yeah.
halfway. Plant your potatoes in whatever is halfway. And
Yeah.
then as your plants grows, you're going to keep adding soil into the pot. The higher it grows up and leaving just like the top part of the biggest
Yes.
part of the leaves at the top. And you'll know as you go along and we do this, like you'll ask more questions and
Yeah.
you'll see um and if it takes too long for us to get here and you have questions, like I said, there's always videos you can go and look up and see. Just type in when is a
Yeah.
good time to heal up my potatoes, and it's got
Right.
so many videos and stuff out here for you to be able to do it. So
Wow.
you're gonna wait till it start growing, and as it grow, then you're gonna add more soil.
Uh
And
huh.
it doesn't necessarily have to be soil, it can be mulch, whichever one you have. You don't need it to be. I told you yesterday that I don't in I grow sweet potatoes. This is my first time planting sweet potatoes in dirt, in soil. I never plant my sweet potatoes in dirt. I always plant them in only mulch.
Are you
You don't have to.
serious?
Yeah, you never have. I don't have, because think about it. Mulch is trees broken down where they done chipped it up or whatever, right?
Yeah.
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 Trees turn into, it's like compost.
Right.
The plant's roots can still absorb the nutrients from the wood chips just like they do the dirt.
Wow.
And so I've planted my sweet potatoes in nothing but mulch. And it's so much easier to harvest them because you literally can pick the vine up and they just come up out of there. Versus if you plant them in soil, you got to move the soil from around them and kind of dig
Right.
them up, keep digging or whatever. So yeah.
Hmm.
So I have a question.
So you can
You can finish.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask you
You can. I'm
those
just saying you
leaves.
can heal them up.
I'm waiting.
Go ahead, Tashana.
you can you can heal them up with the soil or either the wood chips. That's all I was gonna say about the potatoes. It's your whichever is cheapest for you, and work and best for you. Just you can do that.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Good
Okay, I was
job.
gonna ask those leaves that I pulled off the bottom of the tomato plant. Can I use those to make the nitrogen?
Yes, you can.
Good, your cow.
Okay, because I was about
Right
to throw
there.
them away. I had to think about
Yeah.
it.
No,
Right.
it's leafy. It's leafy and green. Go ahead and put it in. It's already got nitrogen in it. Just took it off of there, and you can turn it into
I'm
nitrogen
going
for the
back.
plant itself.
Okay, I'm about to find a container to
This is
put
the
it
kind
in.
of mulch I bought for the strawberries. This right here.
Okay.
So does the container have to be closed like all the way, or can it have a hole at the top?
No, no hole in it. You because if you leave a hole in it, what it's gonna do is gonna attract flies, and then you'll have maggots coming out of it.
Wait a minute. Hole in what?
In the jug that you doing the nitrogen in.
Yeah,
Oh,
I had a container from like where we get lemonades, but it has a hole in the top for like the straw. I was gonna use it. I didn't know. I could probably put tape on top of it, huh?
Yeah, if you cover it with tape, because I'm telling you, the flies gonna be
oh Lord.
flying to it,
Mm-mm.
flocking to it.
And that's exactly what it smelled like. Some maggots could have been in there. When I opened that jug, I was like, I was like, no, buddy. Mm-mm. So when I get it now, I know when I get ready to fertilize, I'm gonna come pick some greens out, put it in the house for 2 days, go on and pour it out in there, and I'm gonna use that. I might do it up to a week. You said I should do it up to a week.
Yeah, but just don't get rid of like I use I buy Zephyr Hill water by the gallon jug. So I just put the leaves inside of there.
Hmm.
And when I use all of the liquid off of it or whatever, but I never let it run out of the liquid. I just keep putting more water in it, and then I'll add some more leaves to it if I feel like I need to or whatever.
Yeah.
But I never get rid of the one that I got, and I just got them sitting out in the garden and let them
Now,
do
do
their
you let
thing.
the leaves that you put in there get in there? Because I didn't let none of the leaves get in there.
Get in where?
Like when I poured out the nitrogen to use in here,
No,
I
you
didn't
don't
use
want to
none of the
pour it. You
leaves.
don't want to pour it on your leaves.
No, I'm talking about the leaves itself that's in there that I put in there to make the nitrogen. I don't let those come out of the bottle, do
No,
I?
you don't. No, you don't need them to come out of there. You need them
Good.
to stay in there. You just
Yeah.
using the liquid off of it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
you're
use the
right.
liquid. Okay.
Yeah, but that's an important thing too. Do not pour this stuff onto the leaves of your plant. You want to put it directly on the roots. And if you do get it on your leaves, you want to rinse those leaves off immediately because it will
Okay.
burn up your leaves on your plants.
Okay. Okay.
So if I have like a bouquet of flowers that had roses and stuff, those leaves on there, I can use them because I'm about to throw the plant in the trash. It's dead.
Check out
Like
being
I'm trying to
resourceful.
everything beneficial.
Right.
Yeah, okay, like I got a thing of roses or whatever, but and they had came with like real green leaves that's on it. If
Yeah,
that's
they
what you
green
talk
leaves.
Yeah, if that's what you're talking about, yeah, I would use those too. It's green.
Okay, because I'm about to throw the whole thing out the in the vase in the trash, and I was like, I could use those leaves. The leaves are still green. It's just the flowers dead.
Yeah, mine is too. That's you must have talked about Mother's Day.
I was just
Yep,
about to say,
yep,
I threw
yep.
my Mother's Day flowers out. Why you didn't tell me, Chacal?
Yeah.
I just thought about it when I was looking at them filling this container with water to put those tomato
Right.
leaves in.
Yep, them
Yeah.
green leaves is still just as pretty and green, just like when
They
the roses
are.
first came. They so pretty and green. And it made me turn around and look over there at mine on still sitting in the vase. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, nitrogen.
Yes. They pretty and green, but the flowers just so dead.
Yes,
Oh,
all crooked over and everything.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one, Trikel.
Well, thank you. I'm about to show. I'm making everything useful.
That's
Okay,
right.
that's what I be saying. In the beginning, I used to spend so much money in the garden and everything. Then you start to find your way around, and it's like, how can
Right.
I use X, Y, and Z without having
Exactly.
to,
Buy it.
spend any money?
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Okay,
Okay, well, I'm
Chicago,
gonna
you
have
got
some
any more
nitrogen.
questions?
How many days you said to leave it in here to get some good until it starts stinking?
Yeah, when you smell the smell coming out of it, you gonna know that you right then. But I say like 2 days if you leaving it in the heat. Cause see, it's different here in Florida. I don't know where everybody else be from, but you know the heat
I'm
in
in
Florida
Texas.
be oh
Yeah,
you yeah, y'all got heat over there too.
yeah.
um 2 days if you leave it outside, a week is even better because it give it more time to like break down. Me myself,
Mhm.
I be leaving my stuff in there until you can see the collard greens and stuff being up be done became liquefied almost.
Okay.
Really?
And then that's when I start to use it. Cause I got two jugs going at this. I have two jugs that I alternate between. I never just depend on just the one. So while I got one jug and I'm using it, I have a second jug that I'm using.
Okay.
Okay.
You got anything else, Chicago? Anybody in the chat? Y'all got everything else? Cause while the gardening god is on the panel. Anybody
I
else?
guess
Chris, you
that's
got any
about it.
questions about your garden? Chris been sneaking and growing over there.
I know. Tell me her raise going bad. I'm like, when did you get that?
Exactly. Ain't said nothing to nobody. Let me see.
Who you
Probably
said,
no.
Chris?
Huh?
You said Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah.
This nothing got a raised garden bed. Ain't said nothing to nobody.
You know,
Mm-mm.
at first, that's how I be at first. You don't tell nobody just in case you do.
In
you know,
case you don't start.
eh, right. In case you don't do what they expect of you, so you gotta like stay in your own zone for
Right.
right then. I'll
And
tell
she
y'all
definitely don't
about
want
it
me
later.
irritating her. She don't want me irritating.
Right.
Like, let me just be quiet. I don't need her to be asking about no garden. This kale right here, y'all, if y'all like kale, like normally this is called curly kale. I thought that's what I got from the store, but this kale is a lot greener, I mean brighter than the green out of ones that are in the store. Usually I knew the kale by being more like a hunter green. This one is so much lighter and it is called curly kale. But when I tell y'all it is not tough like the kale that I buy out of a store. It's just
Really?
it's tender as like the romaine lettuce. It's
Oh
not
wow.
tough.
That's because you're growing it at home. It's real.
I guess.
Okay.
That was so strange. I was like, why is it not tough? Because I was prepared for that tougher texture that it normally have, but it's not. But it's not even
Anything
that
you
darker
grow at
green.
home gonna be better than what you get from the store.
Yes, it has
Always
definitely been
remember that.
better. It's definitely been better. I eat a salad almost every day. I come out here and pick off all the leaves and wash it and meal prep them. And like today I got one more left in there. So once I do this stuff, I probably will take the leaves that you told me to take off of this and prep it for another 2 or 3 days. That's the biggest part of the garden that I wanted to do. I really wanted to have like a whole this whole thing. If I end up getting another one, I'm gonna dedicate one to lettuce and that's it.
All you missing is your cucumber and tomatoes and onions.
Yes. That
You'll have
is
your
the
whole
Soon,
onions
salad.
gotta hurry
soon
up. The
be
tomatoes gotta
coming.
hurry up. I can't wait to make my first salad with all the ingredients from the garden. But Chris said she's not giving up though. She said exactly to Shauna, set myself up for the okie doke. She said, but she not. She said she have no clue what she doing. Chris, Tashana, would you tell her I had no clue at all? Would you please tell her?
Yeah, she'll be behind the scene and she'll be looking it up. I already told you how it works, Gamma.
Yeah, you
Already.
did. You
It's like
did.
as long as you're around people that's gardening, there's certain things that you say, and it's like it give you like the garden itch, and you
Yeah,
just can't stay away from. So she's already prepared herself already. She has the tools already. She's
she does.
collecting her tools already, and before you know it, she gonna
Yeah.
Chris is not. I don't even know Chris personally, but I guarantee you, Chris is not the person to let anything defeat her. So you
Right.
have
She
to
right.
know
Yeah.
she
She definitely gonna
already
find
got it.
out.
She gonna keep seeing it, and it's us talking about it and her being around it is going to
Yeah.
encourage her. And before you know it, Chris is gonna be up and growing. She probably sneak one in on you, and you
Right.
don't
Right.
even know. Then she show it out on the
Exactly.
screen. You be like,
Exactly.
girl.
She said, Chris
They
said,
do
No,
turn
period.
into your
Hey,
babies.
just here to laugh. Hey, just here to laugh. Say, hey, y'all, very informative and something different. I enjoyed this. Thanks for coming over, just here to
Good.
laugh.
I always go out there
Yeah,
and just rub on my tomatoes. I be like, hey y'all. I just rub on them.
Right.
right.
I be like, y'all so grown. I love y'all. They just be
Okay.
perking up. They be so happy when I talk to them.
And my sister was talking to me about her plants. When I was in Georgia, I walked past her plants. I was like, "Hey, my nieces and
Right.
nephew."
Right.
She was
Exactly.
like, That's
Exactly.
talk to them babies. They,
Right.
just like the same way I refer to them as your babies because they the ones you have a relationship with. If you
Right.
your baby's mama,
Yeah.
you have a relationship with that baby that nobody else has, and a baby doesn't understand what you say, but when you talk to him, they talk to the baby, they give you a smile, a laugh, or some coos
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Your plants respond to you in the same way. You think they don't understand you or whatever, but they do. Plants is it's something
Yeah.
so special about it. Like I can go on and on all day long. So
And you
just
know what
know.
else, Tashana? They are so spiritual. They're so spiritual
Absolutely.
because I told somebody, I forgot who I told, but I was like, they literally make me feel closer to God. Cause it's
A-
like this is seeming like this what it was intended to be, and it's taking me like to a more serene place, like about food,
yeah,
Hmm.
period,
and
and just
peace in the
the miracle of
garden.
it all.
And they bring you
Yeah.
Yeah,
outside more too.
Yeah.
yeah, it
And
does.
what
Cause I'm never outside. I
I,
can't
I,
stand being outside.
And I'm gonna stick with what a whole vibe said. Life started in the garden.
In the garden. She sure did.
It
But I
started
was
in
on
the
there.
garden.
She was like, life
Yeah.
started in the garden. I was like, the Garden of Eden. Yes.
Yes. That's why I was like a light bulb came on when she said it. I was
Uh-huh.
like, "Damn." I
Yep.
was
Oh, I
like,
forgot
wow,
to
that
tell
was
you.
amazing.
You know, I took the top of my bell pepper one time and stuck it inside the soil that I had. I was about to throw out because it was a plant that just didn't grow like your plant doing back there. That just don't grow.
Yeah.
I stuck it in the soil, and I just kept watering. So now I have sprouts
And
Wow.
from my
and
bell pepper.
they're gonna keep on coming up left and right. And you know what? When those plants start to give you bell peppers and you peel one of them,
Hmm.
take the seeds and sprinkle them right back on. I'm not telling you to dig no holes or nothing. Just sprinkle the seeds back around them, and it'll keep giving you baby bell peppers over and
That's
over
what
and
I'm gonna
over
do.
again. Yep.
I just stuck it in there. I was like, let me just try and see what happens. And now I see I
Right.
have sprouts. I was
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
Uh-oh, Chacal. Yes. Uh-oh. Tashana, thanks so much for giving us all the information that you always give us. You would think that when we have these
yeah.
lives, we wouldn't have no more questions, but the next time I'm gonna have probably double the questions. Like I did
And
nothing.
it seemed
Let's
like we
see.
won't have
Chris said she
nothing else
loved that
to
about the
talk about
garden.
every time, but it always never is a quiet
It,
moment, right?
right. I'll be having
Yeah.
50 million questions. Okay, I'll be having 50 million questions. Chris probably gonna have some questions. Virtuous woman probably gonna show us her garden soon. Just hit it live. Just hit it live. Do you have a garden, or are you anticipating gardening? Let Shalissa laughing in that chat. Yeah, I wonder if Just hit it live still here. I don't know if she's still here. But yes, okay. So we got all our questions answered. So I got homework. This garden be giving you homework too. It seems like it's always
Mhm.
something to do in it too. So I'm gonna get ready to probably do some shorts or something, replanting these butter crunch lettuce that I got and all of that. So I'll probably be out here for like another hour, hour and a half.
Okay,
Oh,
Okay.
I really
Justin Last said
appreciate
no ma'am.
I really appreciate y'all for having me over. It really is an honor to come through and just talk. Cause anytime I talk about the garden, I got a smile on my face every
Right.
single time. I
Right.
this is what I love to do. So if anybody ever have any questions, I don't mind. I don't mind the question. The only way I won't answer your question is, life is happening or something. But I always get back to you some kind of way.
And y'all
But
go over and subscribe to Life
Thank
with Tashana
you.
because y'all will see the super garden over there. That's like that's 2 acres of garden over there. So like if y'all want to see like a real one, go over to her page, look at her shorts, her collard greens, stand tall as this house, everything. I'm telling y'all, go over there and look. I like look just in laugh. I just like to hear new stuff. Okay, just in the laugh. All right.
You're
Okay,
good.
thanks so much, y'all, for coming
Thank
All right, you're
you.
in.
welcome. I'll see y'all next time.
Okay, bye
Okay, see you
bye.
later. Thanks for
Bye
coming
bye.
up.
You welcome.
Okay.